In the age of reboots and revivals, your favorite canceled cartoon might not be gone forever. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 animated shows that deserve another season. If you're a fan of cartoons, check out Ms. Mojo's list of the top 10 animated shows you should be watching for new show recommendations. Click on the link below. For this list, we're looking at critically praised and/or popular animated series that were canceled before the fans were willing to say goodbye, and which could benefit from an extension. Number 10. Recess.
Recess already?
Ah, recess. That magical time of the school day during which anything seemed possible. With this animated series, Disney took that notion to wacky yet relatable extremes. The series followed 6 friends in their elementary school adventures as they tackled the social hierarchy of the playground, delving surprisingly deep into concepts of freedom, oppression, and social conformity. These hard-hitting themes are just one of the many reasons for the show's lasting popularity.
What do we want? A jungle gym! When do we want it? Now!
Despite the fact that Recess ran for 6 seasons, received a theatrical movie, and several TV specials, we have no doubt that fans would be delighted to spend another season with TJ and the gang.
Fine, quit! Ingrates. Where's that chocolate milk?
Number 9. ReBoot.
No one knows for sure, but I intend to find out. ReBoot!
Well, they don't make them like ReBoot anymore. This Canadian animated series took place inside the world of a computer and followed the adventures of Bob, a guardian in mainframe who, along with his friends, kept the system safe from the virus attacks of Megabyte. Not only was ReBoot the world's first fully computer-animated half-hour TV series, it was also wildly popular, with a fan base that's been campaigning for a revival for over a decade.
I think I'm gonna go check up on our old friend Megabyte.
Considering the fact the series ended on a cliffhanger, you can understand why fans were furious when a reboot of ReBoot, bearing little resemblance to the original, was announced instead of the revival everyone actually wants.
So, what'd I miss?
Number 8. Totally Spies.
I think we just fell for the old distraction trick.
Even when an animated series has an impressively long run, sometimes fans are still left wanting more. Such is the case with Totally Spies, which ran for a total of 156 episodes. The series followed Clover, Sam, and Alex, 3 average high school girls who also happen to be spies for a secret organization.
Your evil plan won't succeed, Hephaestus. Not if we have anything to say about it.
With its anime-inspired visuals and cross-genre premise, Totally Spies was an incredibly ambitious series that ended up having a surprisingly wide appeal, which is just one of the many reasons it deserves some kind of revival. The show hasn't officially been canceled, but with no new episodes or announcements since 2015, fans are understandably concerned that this is the end.
You did not just say that.
Number 7. Gravity Falls. Animated TV shows often get canceled before their story can be completed, which is exactly why Alex Hirsch decided to end Gravity Falls on his own terms. Often referred to as a cartoon Twin Peaks, Gravity Falls followed twins Dipper and Mabel Pines as they uncovered dark secrets, frightening creatures, and general weirdness that plagued the titular town.
They're all trapped inside tree sap. That's how they survived for 65 million years.
With all the mysteries and conspiracies surrounding the plot, Hirsch decided to give the series a definitive end before an unexpected cancellation could leave things unresolved. However, with a premise this odd, there's always room for more, and there's no doubt fans would love to see more of Dipper, Mabel, and the wacky townsfolk of Gravity Falls.
Isn't so fun being tied up, is it? Hey, wanna draw on their faces?
What?
Number 6. Teen Titans.
Whatever you're planning, Slade, it's over.
At this point, it goes without saying that the original Teen Titans animated series should be brought back. Regardless of whether or not you like its comedy revival, Teen Titans Go, it simply cannot compete with the original series. It was a masterpiece of superhero animation, one that was ambitious in both its visual style and mature themes.
I'm Robin. We're the
Teen Titans. Rock on.
Despite a massive fan following, Teen Titans was canceled with major plot points left unresolved. Were there to be another season, the show's incredible run could be given a proper ending, something that fans have wanted for over a decade.
We're not 5 heroes. We're one team.
Number 5. Freakazoid.
That's right! Duty calls! Hello, Duty! I'm coming!
What happens when you combine the zaniness of Looney Tunes with classic superhero tropes? You get Freakazoid, one of the greatest superhero parodies of all time, and a series that was well before its time. Taking inspiration from Mike Allred's Madman, The series followed the titular Freakazoid, a superhero who usually defeated villains through the sheer annoyance of his insane cartoon antics.
If I know my cartoons, and I do, I'll be back later on to rescue you from something really horrible. Bye-bye!
Though it only ran for 24 episodes, Freakazoid gained a cult following of fans that would be delighted to see another season or perhaps a reboot of the absurdly creative and creatively absurd series.
Say, you want to go out for a snow cone?
Do I ever?
Number 4. Wolverine and the X-Men.
I gotta fix this, and I want you with me.
Cliffhangers suck, especially when the series is canceled before they can be resolved. This is exactly what happened with the Nicktoons series, Wolverine and the X-Men, which ended after only 1 season. The Marvel series followed Wolverine as he struggled to reunite the X-Men after the disappearance of Jean Grey and Professor X.
Have you totally lost it? What are you doing? Angel's one of us!
With overwhelmingly high ratings and incredibly positive reviews, one would have thought that Wolverine and the X-Men would have gone on for more than 1 season. But Disney's buyout of Marvel caused some financial issues that ultimately led to the series' cancellation. However, now that Disney's close to acquiring Fox's properties, could another season be in the cards? We can only hope.
You wouldn't have felt that way if I didn't give you good reason.
Number 3. Static Shock.
Sorry, ladies.
It's hard to think of a superhero cartoon that was as groundbreaking as Static Shock. The series presented a diverse cast of multi-layered characters who faced complex social issues in ways that were somewhat uncommon in kids' cartoons at the time. An adaptation of Dwayne McDuffie's Milestone Media comics, Static Shock followed the titular superhero in his crime-fighting adventures, and ran for a total of 4 seasons.
Maybe we should put you on payroll, Static.
Give me one of those shiny helmets and we'll call it even.
Though it might not be quite the same without McDuffie himself on board, as the creator passed away in 2011. Fans would be, pardon the pun, ecstatic to see another season of Static Shock.
Okay, plan B.
Number 2. The Spectacular Spider-Man. On top of having arguably the best theme song of any Spider-Man cartoon, sorry 1967 series, The Spectacular Spider-Man is often referred to as the greatest Spidey TV series of them all. With a unique art style, the character designs by Sean Cheeks Galloway standing out in particular, and smart, mature writing, The Spectacular Spider-Man had an overwhelmingly positive reception from both fans and critics.
He's back, boys!
However, despite its popularity, the series was canceled due to the TV rights of Spider-Man reverting back to Marvel. Since Spectacular's cancellation, there have been 2 other Spider-Man cartoons, so a revival seems unlikely. But there is definitely a demand for a 3rd season of the hit series.
What are those supposed to do?
Well, they're supposed to hurt.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Let's teach him a lesson!
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Number 1. Danny Phantom.
One ghost power source coming up.
Who can walk through walls, disappear, fly, and had a killer theme song? The answer is Danny Phantom.
And it was then that he knew what he had to do. He had to stop all the ghosts that were coming through. He's here to fight for me and you.
This Nickelodeon series revolved around the titular character as he navigated the hurdles of high school while defending his city from ghostly attacks. An original cartoon of Butch Hartman, the show incorporated elements of classic superhero stories and spun them into something fresh and unique that played out well against its ghost-themed backdrop.
The power isn't the burden is in how I use it.
Danny Phantom might have gotten a proper send-off in the form of a TV movie, but there is definitely a demand for more, especially after Butch Hartman himself proposed a 10 years later storyline, complete with awesome updated character designs.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.